my name is Greg Von Tobel, and I'm the president and founder of Prisoners for Christ Outreach Ministries, a ministry dedicated to taking the gospel of Jesus Christ into the jails, prisons, and juvenile institutions of the world. Today we are going to be talking about getting through airport security and hotel security once you're on the ground. One of the areas most frustrating right before your trip is getting through the airport security line. One of the ways that you can get through is if you have TSA pre-checked on your boarding pass. That helps out immensely. But today, in the time that I have with you, I am going to talk about 4 simple things that you can do to almost guarantee that you are just going to fly through airport security. Number 1. So, in video number 1, you know that this is my day pack, and in my day pack I have a little baggie, and as you can see, when I leave my house to go to the airport, I take all of my jewelry off, all my rings, my watch. I empty my pockets of pens, change, my back pockets. I have nothing in my pockets, and I keep it in this bag as I'm going through TSA airport security. And you want to do that prior to leaving your house, because once you get to the airport, most likely you're probably going to forget about it. So number 1, take off all your jewelry and empty your pockets even before leaving your house. Number 2, the computer bag. We talked about that at one of our last videos, and again, you can see this is brightly colored because I have actually left my computer or my iPad back at the TSA and had to run back to get it because I didn't notice I didn't have it. So with a bright color, most likely you're not going to forget something at the screening. So I put this in my carry-on bag, and on those chance occasions that they say, okay, take everything out, so I just take it out and I put this in a bin. 80% of the time, that's good enough. But on the 20% of the time that it's not good enough, all I do is put this in the bag, I unzip it, fold it over, and shoot it through. And that's a real easy way to get some of your technology through the TSA and airport securities, whether you're here in the States or going to Amsterdam or Charles de Gaulle Airport. That's number 2. Number 3, I do not wear my normal belts when I'm going through the airport security. I wear one of those canvas belts with a plastic buckle. If you have a canvas or one of those nylon belts with a plastic buckle, you will sail through security. And I'm teaching everybody on our team to be thinking about that as they're packing, because there's nothing more frustrating to take your belt off, take this off, something else is in your pocket you have to go back through. So I'm teaching our teams how to make it as simple as possible. So 3 things so far. Take off all your jewelry, put it in the bag before you leave your home. Number 2, have a well thought out computer bag. Number 3, don't wear your normal belts. Find a cloth or canvas belt. You can find these at REI or on Amazon. And the 4th area is I do not wear any tie shoes. All of my shoes are slip-ons when I'm going through security. Again, having to untie your shoes, put them in the bin, get them, tie them up, all takes time. So I would just have you be thinking about those 4 areas. Number 1, jewelry off your wrist, out of your pockets, well thought out computer bag, cloth or canvas belt, and no tie shoes. So that's getting through airport security. Now we want to move into thinking about hotel security, and there's not much that you can do about this, but you can do some things. Number 1, you want to, if you're going to a developing country, you want to be able to pick a hotel that has a wall around it, and hopefully with a security guard of some type at the gate. That's number 1. Number 2, know the entrances and exits to the hotel. Know where your room is. Know where you need to go if you needed to get out. Know where the exits are. Number 3, be wary of who's listening to your conversations. A lot of people listening to a whole lot of different conversations, and you just don't want to say the wrong thing and have that be heard by the wrong person. Number 4, keep your hotel doors locked at all times. Number 5, attempt to try to get all of your team members on the same floor of your hotel room. Now, that's going to be difficult at best, but attempt to try to get them as close as possible. Number 6, if you're leaving valuables in your hotel room, either lock them up in a safe or put them in your suitcase and lock them and chain them to a bedpost or something that's immovable. And we're going to pause here for a second, and I'm going to set up something so that you can get a visual of what I'm talking about. So when I bought this suitcase, I bought it for many different reasons, but one of the added benefits of this suitcase that I only realized when I got it home was that in the suitcase, it's got a liner. Well, most suitcases do have a liner, but as you can see, it has a seam that's running down the middle of the suitcase, and it looks pretty simple. Wouldn't lead anybody to think anything different. However, as I started looking at it, I noticed that there was a zipper in the lining, and I thought to myself, well, what knucklehead put an upside down zipper on this lining? How is anybody supposed to get to it? Well, that's the point. You're not supposed to want to get to it. And so there's a trick to getting this zipper unlocked. And once you get it unlocked, there is a you can see I've unlocked the entire, and then I can pull out my money that I've hidden away in the suitcase. So by chance, if it's an opportunity crime where it's just setting out, this way you can at least have it prevented by hiding it away. We zip this up. We have a chain that goes through here and the locks, and then we chain it to a bedpost or a desk of some type that's not easily broken or taken away. Again, you could either lock your valuables up in a safe in the hotel, but most likely in some of these developing countries where you're staying in a hotel, you're not going to have that opportunity, so you have to be thinking beforehand how you're going to lock up some of your valuables. So again, this concludes our 7th video. We have gone through 6 videos so far. We hope they have been valuable. If you have any hints of some things that maybe even I forgot about, or some things that maybe you figured out that works much better, please email me at gbtpfy@gmail.com. That's gbtpfy@gmail.com. Thanks much. God bless you, and have safe travels, and have a very wonderful mission trip.